am back with another one. I just got to New Hampshire. It was a pretty decent ride. It's real nice outside, so it wasn't that bad of a ride. I do got one load only today. When I have one load for the day and I get sent out on my route, it's normally because I have a long drive time. So it's calculated in my drive time plus the time estimated that I'll be there to get unloaded and or loaded, and then the drive back. So it's always gonna most likely always equal out to my 10 hours, 11 hours of driving. So it's always gonna equal out, so I won't be missing out on my bread. I can't do that, no sir. So I just got here, man, and got my BOL and everything. Let me put that over there. So normally when I come here, I have to back in at the top of the dock door at the top. And that's where the scale is at. And I normally back in from the street. I'll start at the bottom of the street and I'll reverse all the way up onto the scale, and I'll get scaled out, and then I'll continue backing into the dock, and that's where they'll unload me. And then I'll have to get rescaled again, and then I could be on my way. But there's another dock door at the bottom of the hill, which I'm looking at right now. I'm kind of parked near it in the U-turn right now. I'm just waiting for another truck, because there is a truck right now in that door. And I only backed into that dock door one time since I've been coming here. Just once, and it's kind of tricky. It's even trickier than backing in at the top. But anyways, I'm not sure if if I'll have to back in at the bottom or at the top. Because again, there's a truck there right now. But at the bottom, it's a little more trickier because the dock door is real narrow. It's real skinny. And I just have to be real wary of my doors on the side, because I don't want to back in and just knock my doors off the hinges. They ain't taking that out my check. Hope the company got insurance. But yeah, man, so it's real tricky getting in there. So I don't know how this is gonna play out. But when I back in there, I still will have to, once I get unloaded there, I still will have to then go to the top and reverse into the top to still get weighed out now that my trailer is empty. I'm not sure why they do it like that, but they do. So right now, that red truck's been in there for like 15-20 minutes, so he is pulling forward. So I'm assuming that he's about getting ready to come out of there. So once he does, the guy that work at the docks, I'm sure he's gonna let me know if I'm gonna be getting loaded at the top, unloaded at the top, or unloaded at the bottom. So let's see about it, man. Let's see about it. You got to see a little glimpse on how it is for me backing from the bottom of the street all the way to the top, going into the scale. So now I'm back at the bottom. I'm gonna open the back of my doors because I'm gonna go into the bottom dock doors at the bottom of the street. And then once I get all this paper unloaded, I'll have to get back into the scale, back up into the scale again, and get reweighed to make sure that everything is out. Pretty much, that's what it is. And as you see, it's just paper. don't know if you can really see it. Yep, there you go, paper. So this is what got to get out of here. And then once we get the paper out of here, we out. So that's where I'm gonna drop all the paper at. I'm gonna back into this, and that's the forklift, and I'm gonna back into this tight ass spot, and he's gonna unload all the paper. That's what I got in the back of my truck too. So yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I done it once, but that's about it. So what I'll do is, I'm right there. I'll pull out of there, and then I'll pull up till about midway in front of this house, and then I'll stop backing, but I have to start cutting my tire like around right here. Normally there's a yellow line, kind of see it a little bit, but with all the dirt from trucks trying to reverse, it's hard to really see it now. But I know where his tracks are at. That's pretty much where I have to kind of go, but just a little bit more on the outskirt. He'll be directing me too for the most part because, you know, you can't really see that yellow line. So I did ask him, I will be backing into this door. And then once I back into this door to get unloaded, I'll have to then back into the top to get scaled out and scaled out and weighed. So we'll get to see both sides of, we'll get to see both backing on this one and the top one. So let's just wait around. Now that that red truck's out of here, once he come back down to the bottom, you know, get unloaded. Yeah, this was tough. This was real tough. So he's taking out all the paper out of the truck and he's stacking it wherever it could fit. Man, when I tell you this was tough, this was so tough. The first time I came here, when I did this, I only had to back up once and I was in here. But when I tell you it's so tight, it's so tight. Like, it's mad tight. But I got in here nonetheless. This side doesn't look too tight, but it is. We're gonna go around the other side. That's like the most tightest spot. And if these were roll-ups, it would have been a little better. But the fact that I have open barn doors, it makes it more, you know, challenging. Now see, this is where it's tight. That's where it's real tight. So that's what really makes it challenging for me. Is the fact that I have barn doors. So when I'm backing in here, I have to watch out for my barn doors because this is real narrow, number one. And number two, the doorway is small. Like, but me and I got in it though, so he's unloading me right now. It shouldn't take long because I don't have much on here. So once he's done unloading me, I'm gonna go get scaled out again, and then I'm out of here. So yeah, man, let's just wait around while he unload me. Also, what I also want you to take into consideration is this road is very skinny. This is a skinny road. I have to watch out for those rails, and I cannot go onto people's property as well. So I cannot go on their grass. Right here is fine because this is, you know, like a pathway, but those rails, I have to be real careful. And I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, that's water down there. All that is water. So not only do I have to watch out for these rails on this skinny street and I get on their property, I have to also make sure I don't go too forward to where I go over the edge and fall into that water. You can actually see the water from here. Let me see if I can zoom in and get it a little bit. Water, that's all water, all that. That's a floating river. So I had to protect myself and make sure. I don't care how many times I have to back, pull up, back, pull up, turn, correct. I'm gonna do it because this was dangerous. The more you do back ends, the better you'll get. The more challenging the back end is, the better you'll get. When I first did that back end, I came here before, plenty of times actually, but I never had to do that back end after the first time I did it. And I never had to do it again. And this was my second time doing it. Nice and empty. This was actually my second time doing that back and at the bottom. And the second time was a little bit more challenging than the first time for some reason. The first time, I only had to back up once. But you know what? It is what it is. It's not an ego thing for me. It's just more so, you know, I had it right the first time. Alright, so let's go bring it up top to get scaled out. Get up on that scale and get our BOL and roll out. So we're on the scale, getting weighed out. And then once I'm weighed out, he'll give me my BOL. And that's it, man. It's pretty easy, simple. Straight one shot here, one shot ride. You know what I'm saying? Get back in 2 places. Pretty simple. So that was all for today. 1 load, 2 dock doors. Crazy, crazy, crazy backing. Man, listen, I hope you guys are enjoying the ride. I hope you continue to stay with me on this ride to see how far I go. Like, share, subscribe. Until then, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.